Good afternoon. Welcome to online classes in Sarvagna Group of Institutions, Justice Sivaras Patil PU College, Raichur. In last session, we discussed about the writing of IUPAC and structure of the molecule from its IUPAC name and preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Today, we are going to discuss about the remaining preparation methods, physical properties and chemical properties. From alkanes, we can prepare the haloalkanes and haloarenes for using three rules. One is Marconi-Kapp's rules and anti-Marconi-Kapp's rule. Alkenes are of two types. One is symmetrical alkene. Here, the groups or atoms attached to double bond carbon are same on both sides. If groups or atoms attached to the double bond carbon on both sides are different, then it is called as asymmetrical alkene. CH3, CH, here it is Cl, it is Br. When, madam, when hydrogen halide is added to asymmetrical carbon, then add negative part of the reagent to the double bonded carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms. A number in the carbon atoms in double bond in this alkene, it is 1 and it is 2. The first carbon having 2 hydrogens and the second carbon have 1 hydrogen. So, on ionization, HX is ionized as H plus and X minus. So, add hydrogen to the double bonded carbon. Between 1 and 2 carbons, which has a less number of hydrogens, second carbon. So, the product is CH3, CHX and CH3. Here, X is added to the second carbon having less number of hydrogens. And hydrogen atom is added to the double bond carbon having more number of hydrogens. And another example for this one is plus HBr. Here, this double bond number the carbon atoms. First carbon possesses 2 hydrogens, but second carbon possesses 1 hydrogen. On ionization of HBr, it ionization as H plus and Br minus. Here, the negative part of the reagent means bromide ion is added to the second carbon having less number of hydrogens. So, and add hydrogen to the first carbon having more number of hydrogens. When HX is added to unsymmetrical alkane, then add negative part of the reagent means halogen atom to the double bonded carbon having less number of hydrogens and add hydrogen atom to the double bonded carbon having more number of hydrogens. So, it is Br, it is H, H, H. And another example, CH3, CH double bond C, CH3 twice plus HBr. First write its structure. On write its structure, it can be represented as CH3, CHC. CH3 twice means on this double bonded carbon only 2 methyl groups are present. Here, first carbon possesses 1 hydrogen, first double bonded carbon possesses 0 hydrogens, and second double bonded carbon possesses 1 hydrogen. So add bromine atom to the first carbon and add hydrogen atom to the second carbon. So it can be written as CH3, CH single bond. This is CH3, CH3, Br. Next. Anti-Marconi-Kapp's rule. When HX is added to unsymmetrical alkene, then add negative part of the reagent means halide ion to the double bonded carbon having more number of hydrogen atoms. It follows free radical mechanism. Here we will get N-alkyl halide. Only normal alkyl halide, no branched alkyl halide. The example for this one is here must and should condition is it takes place only in presence of hydrogen peroxide. In presence of hydrogen peroxide. When hydrogen halide is added to unsymmetrical alkene in presence of hydrogen peroxide, then add halogen atom to the double bonded carbon having more number of hydrogens. Between 1, 2 double bonded carbon atoms, first carbon possesses 2 hydrogen atoms and second carbon possesses 1 hydrogen atom. So between 1 and 2, which possesses more number of hydrogen atoms? 1. So add halogen atom to the first carbon atom and add hydrogen to the second carbon atom. On adding this hydrogen to this second carbon and adding this halogen atom to this first carbon, we will get the product as CH3, CH2, CH2X. Second example, C6H5, CH2, CH double bond CH2 plus hydrogen peroxide in presence of H2O2. Numbering the double bonded carbons. The first double bonded carbon one have two hydrogen atoms and the second double bonded carbon has one hydrogen atom. So halogen atom is added to double bonded carbon having more number of hydrogens, and the hydrogen atom is added to the double bonded carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms. On adding these two, we will get CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2X. This is an alkyl halide. Next, when bromine is added to ethylene, vicinal dihalide is obtained. This is used to identify the unsaturation present in the molecule. Here, bromine is dissolved in CCl4, then it possesses reddish brown color vapors. On adding this bromine to the unsaturated compound, it loses its reddish brown color, and means the unsaturation decolorizes the bromine vapors. Here, bromine, two halogen atoms are added to adjacent carbon atoms. So it is called as vicinal dihalide. It is called as vicinal dihalide. Next, most important in one, allylic substitution. When unsymmetrical alkene is heated with chlorine and bromine, chlorine or bromine at high temperature, hydrogen atoms of allylic carbon are replaced by or substituted by halogen atom. It is called as allylic substitution. Here CH3, CH double bond CH2. These two carbons are bonded by sp2, double bonded. So these two carbons are in sp2 hybridization and this carbon is sp3. Here this is called as allylic carbon and the hydrogens are attached to this carbon are called as allylic hydrogens. Here this the sp2 carbons are unaffected. These sp2 hybrid hydrogens are unaffected. Only these hydrogens are substituted. Only these hydrogens are substituted when it is heated with chlorine at 500 degrees Celsius. Then this hydrogen is replaced by halogen atom. This is called as allylic halide. Because here halogen atom is attached to allylic group only. Here halogen atom is attached to allylic group. When unsymmetrical alkene is heated with chlorine or bromine at high temperature, hydrogen atoms of a allylic carbon atom are substituted by halogen atom. It is called as allylic substitution. Here sp2 carbon atoms means double bonded hydrogen double bonded carbon hydrogens are not affected, but the hydrogen atoms of sp3 carbon are substituted by halogen atom. Last method, halogen exchange. First one is Finkelstein reaction. It is used for the preparation of alkyl iodides only. It is used for the preparation of alkyl iodides. When alkyl halide containing chlorine and bromine as halogen atoms react with Ki, then alkyl iodide is obtained. Then alkyl iodide is obtained. When alkyl halide react with Ki, then alkyl iodide is obtained. This reaction is called as a Finkelstein reaction. This reaction is called as a Finkelstein reaction. Next, second one, Schwarz reaction. It is used for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. It is used for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. When alkyl halide, where halogen is chlorine comma bromine, react with silver fluoride, mercurous fluoride, cobalt trifluoride, arsenic trifluoride, and so on, etc. Alkyl fluoride is obtained. This is called as first Schwarz reaction. Here, if you take silver fluoride, Rf plus AgX. If you take Hg2a fluoride compound as a fluoride compound, then 2 moles of alkyl halide react with 1 mole of mercurous fluoride and forms 2 moles of alkyl fluoride and 1 mole of Hg2X2. Hg2X2. Schwarz reaction is mainly used for the preparation of fluoroalkanes. When alkyl halide react with fluorine compounds like Cyana AgF, Hg2F2, COF3, SbN, ASF3, like Then alkyl fluoride is obtained. Next, last one is aryl iodides. When benzene diazonium halide react with Ki, this is benzene. N2 plus is called as diazonium. N2 plus is called as diazonium. X minus means halide. Benzene diazonium halide is simply denoted by BDH. When benzene diazonium halide react with Ki, then alkyl iodide is formed. Aryl iodide is formed along with N2 and Kx. Here X may be Cl comma Br. And next one is aryl fluoride. And next one is which one, and aryl fluoride. Here benzene diazonium halide BDH, benzene diazonium halide react with fluoroboric acid. It is denoted by HBF4, fluoroboric acid. Fluoroboric acid, then benzene diazonium fluoroborate is obtained. It is named as benzene diazonium fluoroborate. Benzene it is, diazonium, this is called as a fluoroborate. On heating it, it decomposes like this here. Here breaking takes place. First to N2, BF3 and fluorobenzenes are obtained. Fluorobenzene are obtained. When benzene diazonium halide react with fluoroboric acid, benzene diazonium fluoroborate is obtained. On heating, it decomposes to give fluorobenzene. Next one. Okay, na ma'am? Physical properties. First one is solubility. Here in alkyl halide, halogen is more electronegative. Than carbon. Due to large difference in electronegativity of CX in alkyl halides, it attracts the bond pair towards itself. As a result, it gets partial negative charge and it gets partial positive charge. So, alkyl halides are more polar in nature. More polar in nature. They don't form intermolecular hydrogen bonds. They don't form intermolecular hydrogen bonds with water. So, they are insoluble in water and are soluble in organic solvents. Due to large difference due to large difference between carbon and halogen atoms in alkyl halide, they are more polar in nature. So they don't, and also they don't form intermolecular hydrogen bonds with water. That's why they are insoluble in water and are soluble in organic solvents. Density. Chlorine, bromine, chloride, bromide and polychloro derivatives of chlorine, bromine and polychloro derivatives of hydrocarbon are heavier than water. Density of alkyl halides increases with the increase in number of carbon atoms and the number of halogen atoms. The density of alkyl halides increases with the increase in number of carbon atoms and the number of halogen atoms. Madam. The most important one is boiling point, BP. Alkyl halides have more boiling point than corresponding hydrocarbons. It is due to polar nature and strong dipole-dipole interaction. And strong dipole-dipole interaction. Molecular mass, as molecular mass increases, van der Waals forces increase. So, molecular mass is directly proportional to van der Waals forces. As van der Waals forces increases, boiling point increases. So, with increase in molecular mass, boiling point also increases. Boiling point also increases. As branching increases, boiling point decreases. Sir, how it will happen? As branching increases, surface area decreases. As surface area decreases, van der Waals forces decreases. As van der Waals forces decreases, boiling point decreases. So, branching is inversely proportional to surface area, which is directly inversely proportional to van der Waals forces, and also branching is inversely proportional to boiling point. On summation of all this, we will get branching is inversely proportional to boiling point. Branching is inversely proportional to boiling point. Example, among isomers of butyl chloride, the order of boiling point is N-butyl chloride greater than isobutyl chloride greater than tertiary butyl chloride 3 degrees. Sir, how will you write it directly? This is the question. You know N-butyl chloride. What is the structure of N-butyl chloride? CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. This is N-butyl chloride. And the time on the madam? 3 minutes, sir. On shifting this one to this one, you will get CH3CH, CH3Cl. This group is always called as iso. This group is always called as iso. So, total number of carbons are 4. So, for 4 carbons, alkyl group is isobutyl. So, this is called as isobutyl chloride. On shifting this CH2 onto this carbon, then this hydrogen is added to this carbon, this chlorine is attached to this carbon. So, it is nothing but CH3, C, CH3, Cl, CH3. So, it is simply nothing but expressed as CH3 thrice Cl. Among 1-chloropropane, isopropyl chlorane, isopropyl chloride and 1-chlorobutane. The order of boiling point is isopropyl chloride less than 1-chloropropane less than 1-chlorobutane. Here, butane possesses 4 carbons and it possesses 3 carbons. Between these two, it is a branched one. So, it possesses low boiling point than a normal alkyl halide. Last one is example. You can find out the order among methyl bromide, comma, bromoform CHBr3. This is called as bromoform, comma, CH2Br2 and CH3Cl. The order of boiling point is you can write. Okay, thank you.